Oh, that's old Tobias Freyfar. Okay. Didn't know we slept there. Barge past everyone here. Oh, there he is.
What the hell? Greetings. What do you need?
Let's have a look. This isn't anything...
Sir, this investigation into the Neuhoff massacre...
Oh, this is part of it, okay.
It's getting a bit complicated.
What have you found out?
I tracked down a gang of robbers who recruited killers for Pribyslavitz. They know the Horsons who torched Neuhoff.
That's excellent news. Did you find out any more?
So far, not much. If I'm going to infiltrate them, I have to do what they say. That means murdering one of their former cronies, a fellow they call Pius. Apparently he was at Neuhoff too.
You have to kill a criminal to prove yourself to them? Huh. I don't much like the sound of it.
That's not the worst of it. This Pius is hiding out in the monastery pretending to be a novice. I'd have to get inside the cloisters to get at him.
Good God above, that's another matter entirely. They don't let just anyone into the cloisters, and the abbot won't give up any of the novices. Secular law has no jurisdiction inside the monastery. But this is the second time that something untoward has happened there. First the counterfeiters, now this.
Burn it.
I'd be glad to have someone take a look inside.
Okay.
What should I do with Pius once I find
nice.
him?
Don't kill him. Bring him to the bailiff in Rattay. He'll interrogate the man and give him a fair trial.
It doesn't sound like an easy task, sir. Getting into the cloisters, finding Pius, and then getting him to the bailiff.
Far from it, lad. But I have confidence in your abilities.
Oh dear.
Seems like the only way to find Pius is to join the order. Damned if I know how, though.
A bit of meditation and learning would do you good. If it's really the only way to get to him, then you'll have to do it. I'm sorry I can't be of much help. Sadly, my relations with the monastery aren't entirely congenial. You'll have to figure something out for yourself.
Mine aren't any
God be
better.
with you.
After I got caught sneaking in there and robbing the place. Oh well, what do they say? Like father, like
What
son?
is it?
Have I said too much? Right then. Let's go. Armorsmith. Sell that. Don't think there's anything else I need to do in town here. If this guy's still open, we go sell it.
I'm glad you stopped by.
And then we head back to the Sasau Inn, I think. Oh, on the horse. Said too much, all those spoilers. Well, I don't know whether that's so much of a spoiler anymore. Because, old Radzig's been giving me some pretty heavy hints. Unless he refers to everyone as son. And my boy. Right, let's have a look. We want the... Well, maybe he does. Maybe he spread it around a little bit as a younger man. Who knows? Let's get that to sell. Cool. Oh, let's have a quick look at that treasure map. It was treasure map 12. That one, and it looks like I've read it already. Rattay, Neuhoff. I've done that one. Yeah, I've definitely done that one. Oh well, it was worth a look. Worth a gamble.
God be with you.
Right then, I have some crap to sell you.
Farewell.
That one, just short of a K. We'll haggle it up a bit. Oh no, hang on. Oh, that was the one I got off the night, wasn't it? I've got one of these as well then, in that case. Nothing else. No, let's hang 20k. This guy's got a nice bit as well.
Can we do something about the price?
Well,
I'm sure we can. Let's 2k would be... No, I'm not going to get that much. Let's go for that.
Satisfied?
less.
Less, he says. Less.
All right.
Oh, this guy doesn't like me as much.
Just drop the...
Let's just go for a nice, easy sell.
See now, I knew we'd come to an agreement.
Just out of curiosity, what musics do I listen to? I listen to all sorts. I like anything from, like,
Come get 'em.
the oldest sort of stuff I probably like is a bit of Elvis. No, actually, the oldest stuff, I like odd things from the 60s. Beatles.
Before it goes brown.
A bit of 70s disco. I grew up in the 80s, of course, so I like most 80s music. But I like rock. Can't go far wrong with rock. And even some bits of heavy metal, though I don't tend to listen to that, but if I happen to hear it, then I normally quite enjoy that as well. So yeah, I like a bit of variety. Bit of disco, bit of cheesy stuff, you know, the sort of stuff they put on in nightclubs at the end of the night in the 80s and 90s. I like all that sort of stuff. Bit of classical, bit of Elvis. I like a nice mix. I don't really follow any one particular band, but if there's one genre that I prefer over any other, it's probably rock. I do like that. Yeah, I've heard of Gorillaz. I couldn't name a single one of their songs, but I dare say I'd recognise a few of their songs if I heard it playing. Right, so it's back to Sasau, I think. I didn't listen to that Freak Kitchen you sent, Big Duck, because I think you sent me a link to Spotify again, didn't you? And I don't have a Spotify account, so that was that. Or is that the one you linked me on? It was on YouTube and I found them. If that was the one, then yeah, that one was okay. I guess it's over to Sasau then. Let's go for it. Oh, I'll go to that one. It'll be easier. I think will that be easier to get to? Let's find out. Metal fan there, Natasha Fox. Do you watch then, if you're a metal fan? There's a YouTube channel called Sound Spectre Media. He's a recording not a recording artist, he's a recording engineer who records metal bands and gives tips and stuff on how to record. I'm not a huge metal fan, but I watch him because he's really entertaining. Glenn Fricker. He's a really cool guy, and his videos are good. He does videos on microphone use and reviews and other things, so I do like that sort of stuff. I should probably avoid this, but let's go and see what's happening. Oh, it's nothing. It's nothing. We can take this. Especially as he can't see me. So let's shoot him. Oh, his mates come out to play now. Dong!
What's the matter? Come on.
Dong! Damn! You're going to regret that, aren't you? So regret that. Ow! I can't see too good here. Oi! Whilst you were beating the crap out of me, I had to shoot you in the face. Bandit. I don't want to get my torch out. Is there another guy down here? No, he's run off if he has. I thought I could hear the... Yep, there is somewhere. Where? Coming through. Oh god, there's two with shields. We're gonna do the run around. No, we're not. We're gonna get minced. What the hell happened there?
Bring it on.
On the horse. And... away with the... Let's just get the hell out of here. Trying to get my torch out. Right, torch. Hang on, put the damn bow away first. Yeah, I don't like these nighttime fights. Don't like not being able to see. Will I stream the Red Dead Redemption once it's out? Tomo Vinkovic, that is a really good question, and I would stream it as soon as it came out if I had an Xbox, but I don't, unfortunately. So I'll have to wait for the PC version, which I think is going to be delayed by some months. If I understand that right, I might be wrong about that. But yeah, I loved the first game, and I actually bought a PS3 just so I could play it with friends. That was the game. You know when consoles come out, or shortly after, there's usually one game that looks so good, you want to buy that console for that game. Well, Red Dead Redemption was that one. I bought a second-hand PS3 so I could play it multiplayer with some friends, and it was awesome. Loved it. Loved the story, loved the gameplay, loved the funny quirks in it. So I would play Red Dead Redemption 2. I'll probably have to wait for the PC version though. Nighthawk potion. Yeah, the trouble is, Big Duck, by the time I realise I'm in combat and need it, it's too late to take a potion, unfortunately. Hi, Nacho Gaming Various. Did I quit World of Tanks? Kind of. I certainly haven't loaded up in the last week.
Come to see us.
I wouldn't say so much quit as say stopped caring about it. Because if I do load it up to play, I normally just manage a couple of games before I'm just bored, if I'm honest. So yeah, I've pretty much stopped caring about it, and I dare say I'll have maybe a few more videos on it. Maybe. Trouble is, when I watch replays that people send in, I find myself bored of the replays pretty quickly as well. I've just kind of lost interest. So, and it's very hard to commentate and make videos on something and make them enjoyable when you're not really enjoying them all that much. So I wouldn't say I'm angry or disappointed or dislike the game or hate the game. It's just indifferent to it at the moment. We need him. We need him. Is that his guardian? We'll talk to him.
God be with you.
Here.
You wouldn't be Karl by any chance?
No. Goodbye.
The best of us.
Is that it? Oh, thank you very much.
Enjoy it.
Oi. Try that again. You haven't checked YouTube for a while? Yeah, I put a video up saying that I thought I was pretty much done with World of Tanks. Until something changes, maybe.
Farewell.
Okay, he's definitely not talking to me. Where's his master gone then? Maybe I can get him before he goes to bed. I think that's where they're heading. Right then, you. Oh, I can only pickpocket him. Am I going to get locked in here? If I just keep going at you, Karl.
You wouldn't be Karl by any chance?
No. Good luck to you.
Oh, right. How do I talk to this guy then? Oh, he put something in the chest. Are they just going to go to bed with me just lying here? Have a look at the quest. Hang on, are they complaining now? No? Good. So it's this one. Talk to the young man who's supposed to enter the monastery. This is the guy, right? Okay. You think World of Tanks are going downhill because they're milking every penny out of the game? They certainly are, especially over in North America. You see the aggressive advertising they got there. Yes, Megley, I'm doing that. I'm putting footage of other games, including this. But also, I'm going to focus more on reviews on that channel as well. And I'm going to try and get around to streaming more and different games on here. So I've got a nice variety on my second channel as well. So I know in the short term, I'm going to take a bit of a hit to the viewing numbers and everything else. And I fully accept that and don't mind that at all. But yeah, it's going to be a bit more variety. Other games, other things that I enjoy, I think that's probably key. There's no point making videos on games just because I can get views for them. If I'm not enjoying them, I'm not going to end up making the best possible videos that I can, and that's something that I really want to do. Work on quality stuff and fun stuff, hopefully. I do have a normal job, so I'm in a fortunate position that I can do that, whereas there are some streamers and YouTubers who focus on just one game in particular, and they can't step away from it because it's their sole income. And it's an interesting topic actually, because there's a couple of options with YouTubing and streaming. If you're good and you've got a popular game, you can just make a channel around one game and just do that. And if you get big and you've got a nice income coming in, that's good. You've got to look at the day that won't be the case anymore, though. But you can look at it in the short term and think, right, I'm just going to go with this and make as much money as I can while this subject or this game is popular, and then quit and either just give up YouTube or Twitch or stream something else and hope something comes on, or just accept. It's like a contract. You can think of it like a contract, that when the contract's up, you just go and find another job. Some people can look at it like that. Or you can try switching, although trying to switch when you've got a huge audience, probably easier. You just, the trick is, who's that guy? He looks different. The trick is not to get too used to that level of income if you know it's going to stop. So if you base your rent and your mortgage and everything else around earning X amount, that's when you get trapped into things that you can't then change away from. Let's say not just with Twitch and YouTube, but any job. If you get a nice paying job and then you go and you buy a new house and all your payments and bills go out based on that particular income, you then feel like you can't leave that job. Well, I suppose it's the same with Twitch and YouTube. So the idea is to not put yourself in that position in the first place, or just accept that one day that will change and you'll have to do something else. And I've gone for the not getting into that trap in the first place option and building up my channels and communities, hopefully, around a bit more variety rather than just one game. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. There isn't a right or wrong approach. They're just different approaches. And we'll just see what happens in the long run. Who knows where I'll be in a few years' time, if I'll even be here. Yeah, sponsorships are also an option as well. Although, I'm in a bit of a fight with someone who sponsored the channel at the moment. I won't go into details, but if it doesn't come to any fruition, there'll be a video going up about them before too much longer. They're starting to take the mick. What do I work with? I work with PCs. I fix PCs. I just have like a small business fixing local customers, a few small businesses, but mainly just private individuals, computers and laptops. And now starting to be tablets and phones and things, although I don't do too much with those. It's more of a sort of setup of them for people. Right, well I can't talk with this guy. Find some of the solution. Anyway, I'll enter the monastery in his place. The monks will be expecting a new novice, and that's what they'll get. The only way to get to pious to become a novice in the monastery. I know I've got the right guy. Can't talk to him in the middle of the night. Let's just go back into that room. No, it's not. Well, I was going to say it's not Wargaming Pan. That wasn't the one I was referring to. What I can tell you is that I was part of Wargaming's affiliate program for about 2 years. I'm just going to pick this lock and see what happens. Oh, instant. Monastery entry writ. I love that. Manfred's purse. I'm having that as well. Right then. We're going to sneak out. I think we're probably just going to sleep for the night. Go with the writ to the monastery porter. Well, I don't need to talk to him now. Why does my horse go? I whistled there by accident, didn't I? Yeah. Yeah, let's just get a sleep on. Sleep and save here. That was doing things a bit differently. Yeah, I was in the Wargaming affiliate program for a couple of years, and that's where I could put a link under my videos. It's, hey, go and join up to World of Tanks or World of Warships here, and I would get a small bonus of a few dollars if someone who hadn't played before signed up and created a new account through that link. And I told them it was a pretty pointless thing me joining because... Let me just go and eat before I do this. Because nearly everyone who visited my channel already played World of Tanks or World of Warships. So I said, I'll not generate much stuff from this, but, I'll give it a go. Oh, come on. And, anyway, sure enough, over 2 years, I earned the grand amount of $16. And they wouldn't pay out because the minimum payout, whilst you have an active account with an affiliate, is $50. So they'll pay out by PayPal if you earn up to $50. And so I earned exactly what I expected. And whilst it was going on, they said, oh, you need to be more aggressive with your links. You put it in the top level of your description in the video so people will see it. And I said, well, people still don't need to sign up when they come to my channel because nearly everyone who comes to my channel already plays the game. And if I do that, YouTube will penalise the videos because YouTube does not like anything in a video that takes the viewer away from YouTube. So if you put a link in a video to go and buy something on Amazon or to go and even subscribe to Twitch or something or to follow me on Twitch, YouTube, if it detects a lot of people leaving YouTube to go to another website, it stops promoting that video as much. So if you put an affiliate link in a video, you've got to make sure it's going to be damn well worth your time. And I knew it wouldn't be damn well worth my time, and all the videos with that in would then not do very well. And I'd rather have the views and the channel growth, thank you very much. So anyway, earlier this year I told them I wanted nothing more to do with them. I'd like to close the thing down and just come out of it. This was after I quit as a community contributor. I'd had enough of encouraging people to go to this company, and I decided it wasn't healthy to do that anymore. So I tried to leave, and they don't want me leaving either, as it turns out. They won't pay me the $16 because it's below their minimum of $50, and every other affiliate scheme I've ever signed up to, in the written agreement, it says if you leave the affiliate scheme for any reason, we throw you out or you decide to leave, even if your current balance is below the minimum threshold, we'll just pay you out and you're gone. And it's basic common sense, isn't it? Not with Wargaming, it's not. So they refused to let me leave, and then they refused to pay it out, and then they tried to pay it out, and obviously it failed through their automated system, and it won't go. And they're now suggesting that I carry on encouraging people until I get to the $50 minimum payout, which at that rate would take a few more years. And I do not want to have anything more to do with this system. So I told them to give the money to charity instead. A charity of their choice. I didn't really care. It's only $16. It's not like a big deal. And they said they couldn't do that either because it was below the minimum of 50. So they are just the most god-awful shit company for having anything organised and planned. I mean, any idiot could see there'd be a situation like this approach one day. Anyone who sets up a business can see it. Every other affiliate scheme I've ever joined or read into have provision for this sort of situation, but not Wargaming. They are so badly organised when it comes to, well, just business and communication. It's awful. What the hell is that on his desk?
Henry,
Oh, it's just
I'm
a bandage.
glad you came.
All that happened after the incident. A lot of contributors left Wargaming.
What the hell are you doing?
Shouldn't I have left my stuff in the chest? I probably should, but... Oh, well, I'll see what he says, actually, because this might not be the... I might not instantly go into the monastery. Or do I? Anyone who knows? Pedro, if you're still there? Does this instantly put me in the monastery? Brother Porter. Right, okay, yes. I think this is gonna put me in. Back to the inn.
What the hell?
So, yeah. It was an affiliate scheme which I joined against my better judgment, kind of knowing that it wouldn't be all that effective, and I was dead right. But I never thought there'd be such a pain in the arse over leaving it. Terrible. You respect you, Mark, and love your content, but you're getting kinda clickbaity. You don't mind the am I done with World of Tanks, but the best cutscene ever, I think, is a bit low. I think that was the best cutscene ever, Smegley. I honestly do. It's the best cutscene, because you're talking about the priest scene, the drunken priest scene from this game, and it's a scene that I absolutely loved when I first saw it. It's a scene I absolutely loved when playing through it. So no, I don't think that's clickbaity at all. Clickbaity is putting titles and thumbnails on that have nothing to do with the subject of the video to get people to click on them, and that definitely was to do with the subject of the video. With the boobs in the thumbnail now, yes, because the boobs appeared in the video. If you put boobs in a thumbnail that are clickbaity and they don't appear in a video, that's clickbait, because people don't see what is promised in the thumbnail and the title. And what I put on was definitely in the video. I fulfilled the promise. And if you didn't see them, you didn't watch the video long enough before clicking off. So that's not clickbait. Clickbait is when you have a thumbnail with some scantily clad lady on and you're talking about politics or a car or something like that. That's clickbait. Clickbait is having a title saying, win $10,000 with this easy step. And then you go and talk about something completely different and there's no chance of winning $10,000. But no, I'm very careful not to do stuff like that.
God be with you, Henry.
Clickbait isn't good. What was I coming back here for?
Bottoms up.
Chest in the room. Did someone say boobs? Hiya, Waller Dog. Yeah, so there's plenty of boobs in this game. There's two scenes. The other scene is like virtually soft porn, so I didn't put that one on the channel. That's maybe a bit too much. But it still wouldn't have been clickbait, even if I'd included that. So, oh, don't apologise. Don't apologise. I don't mind. It's good to talk about these things, because there's a lot of people do honestly get confused with clickbait, and I get it in the YouTube comments. So, but if it's only clickbait if the title or the thumbnail is totally unrelated and doesn't have anything to do with the content of the video, that's clickbait. So I need to put all this stuff in. I'm going to turn up in my pajamas. I don't like the look of this. I might as well just click move all, eh? Oh, this is going to take some sorting out afterwards. Ka-chunk! Done. Including... Oh, right, all that as well then. Door keys. Can't move them. Quest items. No, do I need to do all these? I don't need to move quest items, surely. Do I? Clickbait is not good, boobs are. I don't need to put that in. I'll put all the food in. I think that's a good idea. Armour, weapons, all the weapons. I shouldn't have to put the quest items in, surely. What do I do then? What do I do here? You don't know if Wargaming tried to rev up the contributor program, recruit more people, but after the Christ of Clay fiasco, nobody's going to bite. You'd be surprised, Pan. I know people who are desperate to get into that because they see it as a way of getting more, getting access to tanks to test, and also to get more, what's the word, publicity for their channels and streams and stuff. I'm gonna keep the quest items because I don't think the monks are going to take those off me. I might be totally wrong, but we're going to go with this gamble. So I'm going to turn up in me underpants here. Let's go and have a look. Yeah, I know what you mean, Smegly. If I'd put a title of a video saying the best cutscene ever and boobs in the thumbnail, although I did think the nipples were quite artistically covered with those little stars, and then those boobs did not appear in the video, you'd be dead right. That would be clickbait. But no, it was good. I actually didn't monetize that video for fear of YouTube deciding that, because when you decide to monetize a video on YouTube now, you have to declare that it is suitable for all advertisers. And I thought, well, maybe that isn't quite suitable for all advertisers. Wargaming have too many CC. They have a lot of what I call yes men these days. People who are willing to, or people who are unwilling to speak up against them because they value the chance of publicity and exposure too much. Let's see. And that's the type of person Wargaming wants, exactly. They don't want, like, me or Fosh or someone who'll call them out on what they're doing wrong. And they definitely don't want that sort of thing anymore.